Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has dismissed claims that he is under pressure to step down for his southern presidential aspirant ahead of 2027. He clarified that no such meeting occurred and described the report as entirely false and politically motivated. In a statement from his media team, Atiku accused the Tinubu-led APC government of spreading the phantom story to divide the opposition and distract Nigerians from its failures. He maintained that the opposition remains united and focused on providing a credible alternative. Atiku reaffirmed support for the ADC as the coalition's chosen political platform, stating that its growing popularity signals public dissatisfaction with the ruling party. He urged Nigerians and the media to ignore unverified reports meant to derail the opposition's momentum. We are in a system where a rumor could... Okay, so it's been said that no information is wrong information. Now, for him to debunk this, does it mean this could hold water?
Yes, it could hold water, even if no meeting has held for him to step down for a certain candidate. We are all aware, just like I have stated in my earlier analysis here, that look, he doesn't need to seek the party because currently we have seek the party ticket for president because currently power is in the south. So that's the pressure. It's coming from social media. Everybody is saying it, that he shouldn't seek the party. But that official meeting has not held. That is why he's coming forward to debunk the rumor to say that there is no such meeting for him to step down for a certain candidate. But the point here remains that, like I said earlier, he will insist on getting the party ticket. And if he goes to the primaries with them, he's going to get the party ticket, but that will be the beginning of people pulling out of the ADC, and that pulling out of the ADC, the power will go to the APC. People begin to support the APC, and the APC will push Tinubu, and Tinubu will become the president again, and the purpose for which they went into the coalition will not be achieved. So it is not crystal clear, because if Atiku is supported by the coalition and other Nigerians to become president, it means that it's a betrayal to Southerners who expect their tenure of presidency to move to 2031. So that is why you shouldn't expect Southerners to support him to be there, because they cannot trade 4 years of their turn because they want to support an individual, ambition. So Atiku should know and support the coalition to produce a Southern candidate as its flag bearer. Remember, the issue between him and the Nyesom Wike, the FCT minister, was because he's from the north, and Nyesom Wike said, this is the turn for the south. I'm going to support the south to become president, and they switch over to Tinubu, even while still in the PDP, and Tinubu emerged. El-Rufai, that is a member of that coalition today, made it clear during the election that he's going to support Tinubu to become president because this is the turn for the South to produce the president. So El-Rufai cannot be there as one of the coalition members, and then Atiku Abubakar will take power or take the ticket of the ADC simply because he is the strongest person there, or is the wealthiest person there, or is the person that have gotten to the extent of being the vice president of the country and all of that. All those things will come to play, and I believe it's one of the things currently on their table they are discussing, how to convince these three men, and for Peter Obi or Rotimi Amechi to be the one that will pick the ticket of the ADC, and then Atiku should support them. I think that is what needs to be done. Otherwise, I think it's just a waste of time the coalition is doing. And that's why the presidency is still claiming that they are not bothered because they know they are going to scatter. And what is going to scatter them is that comment he's making that it's not under any pressure or any meeting that should step down for a certain candidate. That is what is going to scatter them.
Would you also posit that the ADC looks like a time bomb waiting to explode?
Exactly. I've said it in many other forums. Even on my social media page, I put it there. It's a time bomb that is waiting to explode. And that explosion will come from the primaries. Whatever you see now will be like, it's like a smoke screen. You are not really seeing it clearly and how things are going. But after the primaries is when you will see what is coming up. The whole picture will become clear. The moment Atiku picks the ticket, aggrieved members of the ADC will begin to pull out. That will happen. APC will capitalize on that. Some will defect there. You see a lot of defection because of that. The issues will start, and it will just become the shadow of itself. It may not go down as much as the PDP is currently, but to a very large extent, they are going to go down to the extent that they cannot be able to win the presidency.
Okay, on a psychoanalytic level, let's look at the intent for the creation of this ADC. Do you think they had these politicians created the claim that the reformers, the current reformers of the current administration hasn't done enough? Now, do you think that this party was created with the interest to fill that gap that couldn't be filled by APC, or it was a it is a conglomeration of let me know of bourgeoisie?
Yeah, I understand. I think the party came together. They tried to float their own political party, which would have been one of the best things for them to do, to run on the platform of the ADA. But that didn't happen because they know quite well that the process of raising a political party will delay them. And they also felt that the ruling party, the APC, and the presidency may probably allegedly use INEC to ensure that they don't register the party on time and they don't make progress. So they now adopted an existing political party, which is the ADC. And the objectives of the ADC, which I believe they put together before this time, may not directly be in line with what they want to achieve. But then, I believe that the people that have come together under the platform, they will be able to put together some ideology that will help them to run the party the way they should go. But to an extent, I think they need to sit down. And I believe that currently they may have stuck some people in a hotel, gave them all what they want to develop, pick faults in the current administration, and begin to develop their manifesto. I believe that process, as a political scientist, I understand that you have to prepare ahead of time. So in the process of preparing the manifesto is currently on. They are going to look at the policies and programs of the current administration, areas that they need to improve, areas that they have made mistakes, and then capitalize on those things so that when they come up to campaign, they are going to push for, issue-based campaign, and not necessarily campaigns that will not give them the support that Nigerians will need. So to a very large extent, I believe that the leaders of this coalition, ADC, they are there, they are putting things in place, and they know quite well that whatever they are doing will either help them to win the election or it will help them not to win the election. So they are putting themselves together. But it still remains a time bomb because the people that have come in there are desperate politicians who either want to pick the tickets or nothing. So that desperation is going to make the whole coalition to be a time bomb that at the end of the day they will scatter and not be able to achieve their purpose of unseating the current president. Okay,
Dr. Fineface, as a political analyst, 2027 elections, what would be your candid advice to electorate? Should we look at the party, or should we look at what the party has to offer based on the current situations?
I will start by apologizing to the electorate for what happened in 2023, whereby they voted and they saw to an extent that their votes allegedly never really counted because of the INEC servers and all the issues they had. And as a result of that, a lot of people are skeptical. They don't want to come out to vote during the election. I will appeal to them to still come forward and then vote in the next election. And then I will appeal to INEC to ensure that the votes of the people count this time around. They shouldn't have any other excuse for the people's vote not to count. And in selecting the person they want to vote for, they should look at someone that will bear their burden by way of bringing together policies and programs that will support their lifestyle in order to mitigate the current economic hardship we are facing. Nobody will say that in Nigeria today that people are not facing hardship. Even Mr. President have acknowledged the fact that Nigerians are passing through hardship, and he has made it in several of his speeches that I know you are paying, I know what you are passing through, but government is putting in place measures to address it. We all understand some of those things. So in voting to the people, they should look at what these people are bringing on board, what the current president has, and then see how they can weigh them and then come forward to vote. We cannot kind of just stay away from the political process or not vote and then we expect anything to change. For every one vote that is not casted, is contribute to whatever suffering that we will suffer tomorrow, because if you have cast your vote in the poll, it may have made the person that will solve that problem that you have to emerge to become your leader. So I advise them to come and vote, and I advise INEC to ensure that the people's vote counts in 2027 compared to what happened in 2023.
Thank you, Dr. Fineface, for your opinion on that story.